Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. Come on.
Grip. There it is. Oh, tap.
Oh, that's the one. That's the 5 from Nick is dead.
I want you to have an out-of-body experience so you can look down at your corpse and see what it's like to fight Wicked Nick Wagner.
Oh, man. Oh, man of glory. Oh, man.
Hello guys, I am Wicked Nick Wagner. So it's January, so let's go ahead and recap the year of 2024. At the beginning of the year, it's going to be a bit easier to recap because I actually did make 2 videos. One was called What is Judo? And it was less about a description of what Judo is and more of a description, kind of show family, friends, and people who watch the YouTube channel what I do as a judoka. And then the other video I released was a recap of Wisconsin State. So we'll show highlights from that real quick.
So I got gold in novice, Wisconsin State judo champion.
And that was all I released in the year of 2024. And then next there was Indiana State 2024, which I actually never released a video for.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So let me recap that real quick. So I lost in black belt, but then I won in novice. But the weird thing about this year was, and this is the first time I've ever seen them do this, they had the black belt division at my weight, they had the novice division at my weight, but they also had a brown belt division in the middle, and there's a few people that signed up for that one. That's the one that was the most interesting. The first match I had was actually the first and only time I've ever been the first and only time I've ever been choked in a tournament. So I'll let that play out for you, you can watch that. It is extremely hard to choke me. In like training, I've probably only tapped about 5 legit times. In competition, that's the first time I've ever been finished by a choke. So he beat me there. I beat this guy. And then I went on to rematch the guy who choked me out, and this is where a bit of controversy happened. He got me in an arm bar, and the ref called like stop, like non-action, reset back to standing up. But then his coach was yelling that I tapped.
He was tapping! He was tapping the arm lock!
But to me, I didn't tap. I just had my hand floating above the mat. But he was cranking on the arm, and it made me like put my hand to the mat. But no, it looked like I tapped. So I understand both sides. I understand why I was saying I didn't tap. I understand why the coach was yelling he tapped. But in my mind, I know I wasn't tapping there. But they called it, so I lost. I got a silver medal in the brown belt division of Indiana State 2024. Standing there waiting for that match to restart, I definitely felt like I'm going to just beat this kid right now because I was actually kind of upset. But again, he did beat me earlier, and again, he choked me, which is actually a pretty impressive feat. So I'm not too upset about it, not really. So that was the recap of the video I never released of Indiana State 2024. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Illinois State 2024, I got injured. It was a pretty major injury, actually. The way I describe it to people is my metatarsal on my foot. So basically my big toe and the rest of my toes got detached to the tendon right here, and it snapped. They had to cut me open, screw my foot back together, and pull the tendons and attach them. I was out for a year and a half. That was fun. But I'll probably make a video breaking that down a little bit more in detail someday, talking about the injury. But worse than that, worse than having my foot snapped, being out on the bench for a year and a half, was I actually had a match right before that. My only match of the day was a rematch with the guy that I was 1-1 with. The guy that I beat, he beat me originally in Indiana State in 2023. I came back and beat him in Wisconsin. He beat me for a gold medal, ended up winning. I beat him and ended up winning a gold medal, and we are actually rematching. I even talked about it in a video.
And my dream for Indiana State is me and the guy who beat me last year, the guy I'm 1-1 with. We are on the opposite ends of the bracket, and we go all the way up, and we meet for our third match, to tiebreaker, the trilogy match.
I got what I wanted. We didn't fight at the end of the bracket, but we fought at the very beginning of the bracket, and I beat him. Honestly, I don't know where the footage is at. I looked for like days. I cannot find that footage. But it was a very shitty match as well, which is also why I'm also kind of upset about. The only match I had was a terrible match. It basically ended just like this. I had in an in-house tournament, I had a finish that was very similar. So it looked like this, where I was pinning him. I got the pin, but he turned me over right as the ref called me a victory, basically. So I pinned him for long enough to get the win, but he turned me over at the exact second the ref said it. So yes, I did win the match, but it looks really stupid that I'm on my back, like getting pinned by this guy, and the ref's like, that guy won. So that was that was Illinois State 2024. Probably one of my worst tournaments, I would say. So yeah, I beat my rival. That was the worst trilogy match of all time. Don't even have the footage to show you guys. And then I went and got injured. There, is that topical enough for you guys? It's 2026 now. So I really didn't do anything when it came to judo or MMA for a year and a half until I called this guy out for an MMA fight. And my combat sports career for the last year and a half has basically been like the intro to that video. It'd be nice to, I got a TKO, but to clean knockout somebody that's taller than me, not only is it possible because I think your ass, but at the same time, it'd be super cool to watch your big ass just fall and hit the floor. And this friend group, I'm the fighter. You're nothing but a fucking casual. You showed up for 5 months and you're like, I could beat Nick. And I am fucking pissed that you guys think that I can't beat this fucking guy easily. And just by the way, the guy I called out in the MMA fight didn't accept. But it is what it is. It's all in good fun. If he's scared, he's scared. I would be scared of me too. You know, I say it all the time. I understand. But towards the end of the year 2025, I kind of got back on Instagram. And that's kind of what I'm feeling I want to start doing. Really all I posted on Instagram so far, any major things, was I helped my judoka friend out get a black belt. I was the person he was throwing for his demonstration. He did amazing on that. It was really an honor to help him get his black belt, which is it's really crazy to see. And then also we did an in-house tournament for South Bend Judo Club, and I posted some highlights of that. That's really all I've done in Instagram so far. So I'm making this video kind of saying, follow me on Instagram, guys. Go ahead and hit that follow button, and you know, share my content with all your family and friends if you really enjoy it.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? How did this get your ass up?
The name of the Instagram is Wicked Nick. I think, actually, I have no idea. It should be something similar to that. Which also brings up another elephant in the room. I don't have an edit for this one. The name of this channel used to be called Flinkadink. Used to record with a group of guys and we used to record a bunch of fun videos. I am shifting it. I've privated all of our videos that are not combat sports related. And going forward, I'm just going to be uploading combat sports related content. I mainly just want to focus on Instagram. I want to do short form content to kind of keep myself motivated going in and just, you know, recording that stuff and posting it keeps me going to the gym, keeps me training, keeps me going to MMA and judo and all that stuff. If anything ever ends up too long, then I'll upload it here to the now named Wicked Nick YouTube channel. And at the end of the year, I want to do stuff like Judo 2026, where I do a highlight of all my Instagram stuff. So you guys, if you subscribe to this channel, you'll get at least one video a year. And I think that's all I needed to say. Looks like it.
That's it?
Sure, fuck it.
You don't want to like do like your out thing?
No, you always leave them wanting more.
So stop it.
Yeah, go ahead.